Hi guys, welcome back to PT Talks. My name is Matt.
And I'm Hafriz Shah. Our first topic for today is the sales data for the first quarter of 2018. This is going to be a very good measure of what brands did well and what brands didn't do so well.
First off, Perodua. 55,000 units sold in the first quarter alone, giving them a market share of 41.1%, the highest, absolute highest it has ever been.
Over the past 2 years, they averaged around 35-36%, which was really high. But for this year, first quarter, they've really taken it up a notch. And of course, this is mostly mostly due to the new Myvi.
Yeah, definitely. On the other hand, Proton didn't do so well, down to under 10%, which is one of the lowest, probably the lowest it has ever been.
Yeah, they managed one of the biggest drops in terms of mainstream brands.
And they sold only 13,000 units
compared to 20 last year for the first quarter.
So that's not looking too good. But the silver lining would be the Geely Boyue that's going to come up soon.
We will see. I mean, we've seen that they have announced quite a few new features, AEB, adaptive cruise control. So these are all fantastic features for Proton. Hopefully they'll price it right. Nobody has said anything but confirmed prices, but they floated around the number 100,000 ringgit.
Okay.
So
we'll see. But to give you guys a perspective, before we do that, Honda and Toyota, they're also down by 10%, slightly over 10% respectively. Toyota down by 25%, and
bigger drop was Hyundai. Hyundai went down by 33%.
But on the other hand, the Mazda brand is doing really well. 65% jump over the previous quarter, as in the same period last year.
And most of it, I think, is down to the new CX-5 SUV.
Definitely because of the new CX-5.
Yeah. And speaking of that, we will soon have a new episode of Driven, pitting this CX-5 against the
Peugeot 3008, and of course the undisputed king of SUVs, the Honda CR-V.
So look forward to that.
Yeah, stay tuned. So if you look at the numbers, right, 3 out of 5 cars sold are Honda and Peroduas.
And the remaining 2,
all the other
20,
brands, right?
30 brands are all fighting for the last 2 cars. So.
Yes. But Proton, 1 out of 10 cars sold is a Proton. So things really aren't looking that good for them.
Yeah, it's a very big drop compared to their heydays of selling 60%, 70% of the local market. Now they're down to 10. So but on the other hand, it's a bit unfair to knock down Proton so much, because back in 2017, they launched 4 new cars in 2016. So coming into the year, of course, they had 4 strong new models.
So
they didn't launch anything new last year. So coming into this year,
they didn't have that momentum, right?
Exactly.
Speaking of momentum, premium brands are doing surprisingly well, right? Mercedes-Benz, top European brand in Malaysia, 14% jump from the previous Q1 of 2017. That's crazy.
They've had record years over the past few years. So and they're still going up from that high point.
Exactly. How do they do it? We don't know. And they're not alone. BMW is up by 18%. Volvo is up by 18%. And who says that Malaysians have no buying power, right? It's crazy.
Anyway, for the full table, the full numbers, check out the link in our description box below.
And our second topic, Borgward.
This is a brand new brand. It was just unveiled in Malaysia a couple of weeks back.
It's ASEAN debut, right? So the brand itself, Borgward, is going to be handled by the people who brought you Haval, so Go Auto.
And there's even going to be a production hub here in Malaysia for the ASEAN market. I think that's great.
Borgward itself is not a new brand in entirety, so it was at one point the 3rd largest German automotive brand.
They even made helicopters and such, and big trucks for the World War.
But they went bankrupt in 1961, but revived by the company.
A Chinese company called Proton, which of course is a subsidiary of BAIC.
Baik punya. So think of it as a fresh new start for the company then, right?
I think it has very little relations to the actual Borgward brand from the old days.
And in terms of sales, for a startup, they sold like 44,000 units across of 2017.
Which of course is very, very small. I mean, Geely in China sold over 1.2 million units.
That's crazy.
But for a first full sales year, it's not so bad, and they are growing from there.
Speaking of growing, they also have global aspirations, right?
It's among the very few Chinese brands to have proper global plans. They've already exported to the Middle East. Next, they're going back into Europe Europe, their home German market, and of course
Now
next
in
in line
ASEAN.
is ASEAN.
That's right. That's right. The cars itself, in terms of design, tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen both cars, the BX5 and the BX7, and they both look really, really good.
Yeah, you were there at the auto show.
Yeah.
Design-wise, I think it looks properly premium on the outside.
Yeah, I wouldn't say premium, but they do look unique. They look good, like actual unique models. They're not like cheap copycat Chinese cars. You know.
Okay, they have that going for that. And so, what about the interior? You were there. You felt the car. Tell us about that.
I mean, the interior, the quality, this is something where if you think about Chinese cars, that's what you want to know of first. And with the Borgwards, they do look good. The interiors do look good.
Okay.
But
if
you go really up close, you touch everything, you knock on stuff, it doesn't really hold up. The plastics feel a little bit hollow, and the fit and finish, you can see certain things being off a little bit.
Okay.
So overall, not quite to the Japanese levels, but getting there.
Right. But the salesman said that in terms of build quality, he said it was close to BMW or Mercedes.
This is quite funny.
Right?
I was in the car thinking to myself, like, man, they better price this very, very competitively against the Hondas and whatnot, right? And then the sales advisor came by saying that we are very confident about this model. I think this is going to go against the Mercedes-Benz GLC, the BMW X3, the Audi Q5. I don't know whether the guy was misinformed or anything, but yeah, that's
quite ambitious, right?
That's very ambitious.
Okay, but we're not making fun of them because the Chinese brands really have come a long way, and the Geely, Borgward is a testament of that. In fact, you can see this trend in the smartphone industry because phone brands like Huawei, Xiaomi, they're international and they're not cheap.
Yeah, I mean, we have phones coming from China costing over 3,000 ringgit and people are buying them.
Yeah, so that's good news. So good. It's good to see that we are more accepting of the Chinese
China
brands.
Phone brands are fast becoming like an aspirational brands that you want to get because you like it, not because it's cheap.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see that in cars as well.
Yeah. So in wrapping up the Borgward.
I think it's good that Borgward has chosen Malaysia to invest in rather than our neighboring countries like in quite a few other brands.
Yeah, more job opportunities.
Yeah. Now everybody's happy.
Yeah, everybody's happy. Last but not least, a G20 BMW 3 Series. It's of course a rendering done by our very own Theophilus Chin.
Yep. These renders are based very, very closely on the spy shots that we have. So all the small details, the headlamps, the grille, the rear bumper, they're all based on the actual car.
And they look pretty accurate, to my eyes at least.
And what do you think about the looks?
I'm not feeling the notch in the headlights. You like it.
I like it.
I do like the grille. But tell us a bit about the headlights.
Yeah, I mean, to me, BMWs are all about the details, the small details. The headlamps, there's that small little notch separating the two headlamps to make it look like they're two separate round headlamps like in the old BMWs. The notch itself
might look a little bit,
a bit like the Peugeot 3008. But on the whole, I think it looks great.
That's true. And on the inside, it's going to be completely new as well. Floating center screen, LCD instrument cluster, as well as
there's a whole new iDrive section down below. I think it looks great.
Yeah. So
even on the outside, the grille, they sort of conjoined the two kidney grills, so they look like one single element rather than two small ones. They look more prominent, I think.
Yeah, so overall package looking good so far, right?
Yeah. As for those who are looking for such a big design jump, remember the last time BMW did that with the E66? The first Chris Bangle 7 Series? Yeah, that didn't turn out that great, did it?
But speaking of which, I think the E60 is one of the best he has come up with. Very timeless. It still looks good today. Personally, it looks better than the F10, no offense.
and I think the F10 looks better than the current G30, so they're sort of like gone backwards in that sense. I mean, design is something that BMW has to work really, really hard on. I mean, truth be said, they make fantastic cars. I drive a C-Class myself, Mercedes C-Class, and I'm not ashamed to say that the 3 Series is dynamically the better car. They ride better, it handles better for sure.
That's for sure, yes.
Yeah, but it just lacks that desirability factor. It doesn't look or feel that nice
Yeah.
in the showroom.
Yeah, and that's something that Mercedes-Benz is doing really well and exploiting it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully this new 3 Series can close the gap or
Yeah.
even get ahead of the C-Class.
Definitely. It's going to be
We'll see.
fully unveiled later this year at the Paris Motor
Paris
Show.
Motor Show
Only a
around
few months to go.
October.
Few months to go, so definitely exciting times ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That will be it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. As usual, join in the conversation. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and stay tuned.
yeah. I mean, do you like what we're talking about? You have any suggestions on what we should talk about in the next show?
Definitely.
Do let us know.
Yeah.
Alright,
Until then, see you guys.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.